Hey, welcome back to the Unbiased Room. We started a new segment called, Gridiron Hot Takes. And these episodes are going to be coming to you every Wednesday from now on. So, Ed, hot take, what you got?
Hey man, my hot take is Texas Tech is the best football team in Texas right now. I'm talking about Texas, Texas A&M, Texas Tech is that team right now. They got the hot hand. I'm going with them. They got a $28 million roster, which is crazy numbers, right? They just went into Utah, shut them down,
And then,
and when I was looking at their roster, man, this is what people have been talking about every year. The team that spends the most money, they're going to be the most reward. They're going to be in the running for something. And Texas Tech took that to heart and ran with it.
yeah.
Yeah. And I've said this, countless times already, man, but they're only going to get better, man. They got a lot of high school recruits, top high school recruits coming down in a pipeline. And, I just see them. They're going to be a team that's going to be demanding respect here in the next couple of years. I mean, even starting this year, I think they have a strong possibility of making the playoffs this year.
Yeah. And their schedule, they have a pretty good schedule coming up, right? They have Houston this weekend. They have a 3-1 Kansas team, Arizona State, which should be a good game. Oklahoma State, Kansas State, BYU, UCF, and wrap up the year with West Virginia. All very winnable for them.
It's funny that you brought up, them being the best team in Texas. I disagree, but I'm going to let you have your hot take. They went to Utah and destroyed Utah. But we're talking about a Utah team that went 5-7 last year, man.
Due to
So
injuries.
what
injuries?
it's part of the game. Injuries are a part of the game. They went 5-7 last year.
Right now.
Am I trying to discredit Utah? No, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing out there. Yes, they beat Utah 34-10, but
With
Utah is a team that went 5-7 last year.
With the lack of offensive production that we've been seeing from the Texas powerhouse offense, right? That everybody came in right now. I think they struggle to put points on Texas Tech. If they was to line up tomorrow, I know Arch, he was out there flexing against Sam Houston, man. And hopefully he carries this swagger throughout. But right now they line up. I don't think it's an easy W.
Okay, so I got a question. So how did Texas get brought up into this conversation? Why not Texas A&M? See, all you said was Texas Tech was the best Texas team.
Hey, A&M
in Texas right now. When you have Texas A&M, Texas, TCU.
Hey,
I'm just
what is it? I
out
think
there,
it's
man.
four. There's 4 teams from Texas in the top 25 right now. A&M, Texas Tech, UT, and is it TCU? I can't remember who's the other one. But 4 teams there.
It ain't bad.
It ain't Baylor, no.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
Okay, man. I'll let you have your hot take, man. Ron, what you got?
All right, so I got James Franklin will be fired at the end of the season. And this is the reason why. So right now they've had 3 games. They played Nevada. They won 46-11. They played FIU. They won 34-0. And they played Villanova. They won 52-6. Now they're about to start their Big Ten portion of the schedule. And they have 3 hard games against 3 ranked teams starting this Saturday, right? Against Oregon at home. I predict that they will lose 2 of those 3 games. And that is Oregon. They're going to lose 2 of the 3 games against Oregon, Ohio State, or Indiana. And I know everybody knows this, but I'm just going to say it again. Against top 10 teams, James Franklin is 4-20. Against top 5 teams, he's 1-14. He only beat 2016 Ohio State. He's 0-5 against teams ranked in the top 5 by the College Football Playoff Committee, losing at an average of 20.4 points per game. Now, he has had 5 top 10 finishes and a Big Ten title, but he's not winning the big games. Last SMU, Yeah, boys in
Yeah,
SMU.
yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
yeah, boys in SMU, but then they lost to Notre Dame. And that's what I'm saying. Like every year they're beating the teams they're supposed to beat, which they're supposed to, but they're losing they're not competing at the level. They're not getting to that next threshold, right, with the top tier teams. And I think Penn State's gonna say enough is enough. We want to get us a coach in here that's gonna put us on the next level. So that's my hot take.
Yeah. Penn
Yeah,
State's lucky. Yeah. I'll say Penn State's lucky they don't play Michigan this year because that would be another game that they always struggle with Ohio State, Michigan, and whatever third good team there is in the Big. They're always one of those three. So
No, I'm inclined to agree with you, man. How long can you let somebody win 10 games every year without winning the ones that matter? He consistently wins 10 games, but he ain't winning the ones that matter, man.
yeah, one title, and that's it. All the 10-win season, just one.
Yeah.
I mean,
championship.
look at even last year. I mean, I know Oregon was ranked number 1 for a good period of time, but they played them in the Big Ten championship game and lost. Right? It's just like I said, he's not winning those big games, man. And I think, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he still has 5 years left on his contract as well, too. I just think that they're going to say, no, enough is enough, right? We want to get over the hump. And I think they look at getting somebody else in there.
Coach that never could.
What a waste. All right. Well, my hot take is Billy Napier does not make it through the season. I just don't see it. I think the only reason they kept him on this year is because of DJ Lagway, right? They thought they had something special, but that stuff it's not coming to fruition, right? So through 43 games, he's 20-23, 16-23 versus FBS opponents, 4-17 versus ranked opponents, 3-13 versus traditional rivals, 5-16 away from the swamp, which is crazy. 13-7 in the swamp, and 10-15 in SEC play. My man has struggled severely, and I don't think they got the money, man. Florida has, that is a football program, right? They're going to get rid of him, man. I don't think he makes it through the season. And if I'm not saying Texas is going to blow them out, but if Texas blows them out and it's not a competitive game, they're going to get fired in the end zone, man. Who was it?
Herm Edwards.
Herm Edwards. Yeah, Herm Edwards style, man. Doing dirty in the end zone, man. Ain't going to make it back to the locker room. Dirty work.
Well, I had said this before too. Andy Staples said on his little podcast, and he is a Florida alum and he did play for Florida. He said that all the stuff that he was hearing was they was going to give him the entire month of September, kind of see where they shook out at before moving on, right? Like you said, I can see that if they don't do well against Texas, that's it. He won't give up the reins as offensive coordinator, one. When you have DJ Lagway, who was highly touted, as one of the best quarterbacks in college football, he only threw for 61 yards in that Miami game. And then you go back to the LSU game, he threw 5 interceptions. When do you move away from him with your job on the line? It's just so many questions. Why don't you give up offensive coordinator and do more, right? Managing your team.
Yeah.
I just think, I think he's doomed. And if they do lose big to Texas, I could see that happen.
I agree, man. The play calling was off. I watched that game, right? So Florida did come out with some fight in them in the third quarter, and they were learning a few things. But I think you're 100% correct. He needs to stop worrying, calling the plays, move away from that, manage the team if he wants to even, try to keep his job. I think the buyout right now, and I'm reading the Sports Illustrated report, and they're linking Cignetti right to that job. So to buy, Florida would have to pay Cignetti's $10 million buyout, and then Napier's $19 million buyout. So that's 29 to do a head coach change,
And then they got to sign Cignetti and whoever he bring along with him
Yeah.
But that's another, $50 million right there.
Yeah. So, and hey, Florida's defense is elite. They should not be in this position. They have a lot of NFL talent on all three levels of defense. And I think it's just lack of oversight of the team, honestly. He was I don't know where his priorities are, give up the play calling, man, and coach the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
it's
see
okay,
it.
man. Everybody can't do both, right? You see Ryan Day. Ryan Day started out at Ohio State. I know we're getting off subject, but Ryan Day started at Ohio State on third base. He got left the golden goose egg up there in Ohio State, and it took him 5 years to win a chip because he did not give up play calling. When he finally gave up play calling and hired the OC and Chip Kelly, they won a championship. And I don't think it shouldn't have took him that long because, like I said, he got handed the keys to a Lamborghini and said, "Don't crash it," basically.
Right.
Yeah.
And another one, again, was Florida State, Mike Norvell. As of right now, he went out, he was calling the plays for his team, went out and got Gus, and right now they're one of the best offenses in college football right now. So, he really needs to think about that. And I will back up real quick. One thing last year, they was talking about getting rid of Napier last year, right? Then he went on that run, won all those games.
Mhm.
Florida had a legit recruiting class. They didn't want to lose the recruiting class, right? So right now, all that's going to be gone, right? Because he really should have been gone last year, right? But he ended up winning those games.
Yeah. He knocked off teams, man. They knocked off LSU. They knocked off Ole Miss. They went on a little run at the end of the season.
Yeah. No, man. Hey, we'll see, man. We'll see where I agree though. He gets fired. They lose big. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, done. Yeah.
Especially
Pack
at
your bags,
home, too.
Tony. Yeah.
What's in the swamp in the end zone, man. Won't even make it to the locker room, man.
Yeah, man.
All right,
Go out that
all right,
door.
brother. It's been real.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know they play in Texas, so it's a big game, but once you start losing fans and fans are not coming to the games and the stands are empty, it's another sign like, yeah, you're not.
I just wonder how
wrong.
many Texas fans
Yeah,
are going to
because
be at the
you
swamp.
messing with the bottom line, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Messing with the bottom line. Hey, I looked up those tickets because that's right up the street. And like $750. On tickets pricey.
Yeah. For that
I
ugly
was like,
ass
man,
stadium.
maybe
the
I said
swamp.
maybe I should go to this. And I looked up the tickets. I said, nah, I'm good. I'll watch it from the couch. I'll watch it from the couch.
Man, you don't want to go there. That place is it's all right anyways,
Any parting shots?
No, nothing right here. Yeah, I'm saying. Texas Tech, watch out now. Hottest team out there. Texas.
You lucky, man. My hot take was gonna be Carson Beck, man, but I'm gonna let him live, man. Since the rest of y'all schedule is so weak. You know,
man, that's another episode. We're gonna talk about that.
Well, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell us how we're doing, tell a friend or tell a friend. If you enjoyed this episode, hit the like button. Let us know. Later.
Peace.
Peace.